Hi, this is Sherry with UpOrDownThey'reBeautiful.blogspot.com. I wanted to make a card with you today. I'm going to enter this in the Getting Cricky with Kay Andrews challenge. And the challenge is to make a card that's inspirational, and I use the Four-Legged Friends. It's the Cricut Light cartridge. And right now, my Walmart has these on sale. Well, they got them marked down to $29.99. I keep hoping they'll mark them down more because there's several light cartridges I like. And what I made from that cartridge is this little dog. I cut him and all of his layers at 3.5 inches. I used glossy accents on his eyes and his mouth, and I used some stickles on his tongue. So let's get him put together. Okay, I've cut all my pieces. The base of my card is an A2 size card out of Very Vanilla from Stampin' Up. So let's put the first part down and we'll move on from there. Okay. My card is going to open from the side, so we go this way. And the A2 size card is 4.25 by 5.5. So this piece is 4 by 5.25. This piece right here is 3 3/4 by 5. Whoops, let me keep on the paper there and I'll do a whole lot better, won't I? Okay. So we've got all of our edges glued, or got tape on all of them. So let's get this down. I am like the world's worst at trying to get my edges even. I don't know why, I'm not very good at it. And for my final piece, I cut the same piece of paper. I wish I could tell you what paper this is. A very kind lady named Carrie Duff gave this to me in a rack. And it was double-sided, so this was one side, this is the other. And I loved them, and I don't know what it is though. It's awesome, thick designer paper. And so I cut a 1-inch strip, and I used the Stampin' Up scallop edge punch, and it's 1 inch by 3 3/4 inches. So let's put this down. I wanted it to go across the bottom to kind of make it look like the dog was kind of sitting like on a rug, was my original plan. I don't know that I've mastered that, but that was, my original idea. So I'm going to put him there because I think I'm going to get some pop dots, but before I pop him up I want to put my sentiment on. And the sentiment that I'm using, I'm going to use Stampin' Up Dimensionals for my dog, but the sentiment that I'm using is Joy's Life mother and daughter stamps, and the stamp says, I believe in you. I think that's pretty encouraging, and I think if I was going through a rough time, this would be what I would want someone to send me. So we're going to put it right. And I'm going to try to scoot this. I hope I'm still in, but I got to be able to see. I believe in you. And I absolutely love Joy's stamps. They stamp awesome every time. I mean, I know a lot of people say that about stamps, and I am like the world's worst stamper, but with her stamps, I never have any trouble. I've got hers. I've got my creative time with Emma. And I'm going to get that wiped off here in a second. And I like to wipe my stamps off as soon as I do them. And I forgot to lay out a wipey. So here's my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. We're going to put them on the back of my dog. And you'll notice that I go a little heavy on my dimensionals. There's nothing worse, I think, than giving a card that gets soggy in the middle when they get it in the mail from where it's gotten squished in transport. So I don't like that, so I make sure that I've got plenty of support. I know that's a lot of dimensionals for one little dog, but I just can't stand getting a squishy card, or given a squishy card for that matter. Let me get a hold of that one. I couldn't get it to come up. Okay, and now we're going to make sure our little doggie's sitting up straight, and he's on the... Sorry guys, this is twice I've done that. In the last 2 videos, I have knocked over my camera, or hit my camera. Okay, my dog is down, and I inked around all of the edges with the Colorblock petal point stamps, or petal point ink pads. And I do have one final thing I want to do to jazz up my card here. I've got some little silver studs that you can buy with the eye rock. I'm going to put them on. And I've got my eye rock here. It takes it just a minute, well, not even a minute, especially if your batteries are real good, just a few seconds to heat up. And especially since these are so thin, it doesn't take it any time at all for the heat to transfer through. So there's one, 2, and 3. Yep, those seem to be on there pretty good. Alright guys, thanks for visiting me today, and happy crafting. Bye.